I don't know who to trust. Yeah, yeah. Everything I got out the mud. Yeah, yeah. I had to get it out the mud. Growing up, I swear to God, we had it rough. I never gave up. I kept my head high, sending prayers to the sky. Knowing one day.
What's going on, man? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live on the industry's most wanted. Y'all say it with me. Podcast. I'm
late.
No, this is your first time with me, so you're gonna do it with me this time. We live on the industry's most wanted podcast. That's what I'm talking about. Gotta get everybody's gotta get involved. Before we start this whole thing, man, transfer some good energy and positive. Now you gotta hold it there. You feel that? It's like praying over the situation because I want us to have a phenomenal interview, and I pray that everybody that's here gets back home safe. You dig? Amen. All right, so now we can get into it. Introduce yourself.
I'm Big M3 Voodoo. I'm from North Carolina, Roxborough. I stay in Raleigh.
You a whole vibe. I just love your whole everything. I like your image. I like your branding. You got a great team. I've been hearing about you. You know what I'm saying? So you out here making noise. And I'm just gonna start it with this. It ain't about nobody else, but keep on the path that you're on.
Thank you.
There's so many people out here, unfortunately, are ending up in other situations. Like, dude, keep doing you.
Trust me, I know I've been through a few, but
yeah,
you got to keep going through.
Nah, for real.
Everything. Sometimes
it's a little minor setback for a major comeback, and we're gonna talk about all that. Where did you grow up at?
I grew up in Roxborough, North Carolina, Percy County.
Okay,
small, very small.
Was it real country out there? You a country boy?
Yeah, I'm a country boy.
Can you cook?
I can cook.
What you can cook? What you can cook?
Everything: collard greens, baked macaroni, meatloaf, everything.
Why you ain't bring me a plate? I'm just playing.
I mean, I was coming to see you. I could have brought you a plate.
I'm just playing. Next time, that means you got to come back again and bring me a plate. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you know, I like to eat all that kind of stuff, right? Okay. Take us back, though, like, to the childhood, man. Like, I want people to understand your journey because you have been through a lot to get to where you are today. Before music was a passion for you, were you desiring to do something else?
Music always been a thing for me and my family.
Yeah.
But me growing up, I had a big family. My grandma, she had 14 kids.
Okay.
And
shout out to Granny, boy.
You know what I'm saying?
Holding it down.
She held it down. And my granddaddy died when my mama was little, so she took care of all of them by herself.
Wow.
So, you know what I'm saying? Us growing up, we grew up kind of rough in the country with no running water, stuff like that.
Wow.
So, and I kind of went through the same process, and I just took to the streets after that.
Nah, yeah, I think that's what happens. You know, you kind of, you want to find another way.
Right. And
being in the streets, being around some of those OGs are the ones that are going to take you in and show you that route. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, staying within, you know, the growing up, man, would you say that having the lack of a lot of potentially resources made you hustle that much harder as an adult?
Lack of a lot of resources, a lot of fathering out there, a lot of things that I went through, you know what I'm saying, growing up, it made me who I am today. And I'm thankful for all of it because I had to go through it to be who I am today.
No, that's facts, man. Absolutely. And I respect that you didn't allow that to hold you back or use that as an excuse. Because a lot of people do that. They find everything they can as an excuse. And it's like, I know it is harder for some people out here, the way the system is set up. Right. We ain't gonna get into that too much. However, you know, there are ways that you can push through that.
It is. May 27, I'll be home 2 years.
Okay.
So I've been doing my thing. I'm proud of myself.
Yeah, I'm proud of you too, bro. Like, listen, it's rough out there sometimes, especially when you're trying to provide for your family, figure it out. Shoot, just providing for yourself. Sometimes we got to do what we got to do to get to it. You know what I'm saying? We all have done stuff that maybe we shouldn't have done, but that's just what it is. And you get past that, you get through that. Now you out here, ain't no one stopping you now, right?
I love it.
What's the music scene like in your city for independent artists?
It's starting to get a buzz. Like North Carolina it's a lot of little artists. You got Baby C, you got Hot Money, you got Fat Sosa, you got 83 Baby, Get Rich Zay.
Man, there's so many dope talent out there.
J. Cole and Murray. It's a lot of artists.
Big
local
M3.
Artists, me.
Can't forget about
Tank.
you. And we got the hot ones in the building right now.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing about what I do is I like to be a part of your journey right now. I know a lot of artists that are up and through there, but I was a part of their journey on the rise. And that's when I want to catch them, because I'm not a clout chaser. Right. I want to be a part of your journey when you're still on the rise. That way, when you get them plaques, I'll be like, yeah, I was one of the first ones to do that interview. Right. You get what I'm saying? Right. Like, that's where I'm at with it. So I'm really appreciating your journey. Since you've been home, it's been almost 2 years. Mm-hmm. You hit the ground running. Take us through that process of being able to transition from having to sit down to getting back out here and just doing the right thing.
Man, when I first came home, I ain't gonna even lie to you, I couldn't even order food hardly. Like I used to be like, bro, just order that food.
You was
like,
out of touch.
Nervous, like just out of touch of everything. I'm so used to using the car or doing a certain way, and I had to tell myself, man, I ain't finna be like, I'm finna learn everything. So music, really what made me want to take music serious, me and my brothers, we came up, we was doing music, and one of them had passed away while I was in prison, and I said, when I come home, I'm gonna take it serious. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So I started out with just me and the cameraman.
That's a start right there, though.
Yeah. And then we just went from there. He knew a few people in Atlanta. He from Atlanta, Top Shelf. Shout out to Top Shelf. I still deal with him now to this day. And we was booking little shows. I had did my jury with Status, and I had got a feature with TK Kravis.
Okay. Oh, that's dope.
I did a video called Cash App in Miami, and that kind of gave me a little buzz.
Yeah.
And I took off from there. That's what.
I mean, sometimes that's what you got to do. You have to figure out what's relevant and work around that. You know, I always like to quote 2 Chainz, because 2 Chainz said in one of his interviews, you got to get on board or get left behind. And that's facts, because we're in an era where stuff is moving so much. So Cash App is a relevant thing. You make a song about it, it's going to help you go viral. Not to mention, I'm sure it's a dope record. I haven't heard it, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you just staying up with what's relevant. We in a generation now where the youngins are like on full force, you know, because of social platforms. So
they too smart.
Yeah.
They know everything.
They do. Like, we learn it from the youngest, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm the OG now, and I'm like, I'm trying to keep up with the youngest for real. Let me see your teeth. Those are fire. Like, honestly, I ain't never seen none like that before. It almost looks like you got diamond braces. For real.
Everybody be saying it.
That is so hard. Is that from Status?
Status Jewelers.
Okay, shout out to Status Jewelers. That's dope, man. Like, those, if I keep looking in your mouth, it's because they so fire. Yeah. Thank you. Most definitely. So what are some of the things that you've been working on and campaigning, bro? You pulled up in a whole van wrapped up. It's like a driving billboard. That's what you got to do. So what are some of the things you've been doing to campaign yourself since you've been home?
Since I've been home, I've been traveling everywhere, doing shows. I got my single out the mud. I done been to South by Southwest.
Okay.
I done been to New Music Monday
with Coalition DJs.
I done been all over, like different places, man. I went on Freeway Tour. I done did KOD. I done been to Club Miami.
Okay.
Mr. Jones. I performed Mr. Jones. Where else I done been? Interviews.
With TampaMystic on Industry's Most Wanted podcast.
I had a brain freeze. Excuse me.
I'm gonna remind you. We family now. Once you sit in the seat, we officially locked in. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. So let's just. Oh no, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, you good. This your time.
Out the Mud come out June. The video I got. High video coming out soon. Money Man. I got so much content and videos and songs coming out. My album coming out soon too, so be looking for that soon.
And that's one of the key things as an artist is you have to have content.
Definitely.
You have to have, like, you got to have something constantly to be posting on your social platforms, documenting everything that you do, definitely. Photos, videos, all that. How long did you have to sit down, if you don't mind me asking?
In prison?
Yeah, before you got out 2 years ago, how long did you have to sit down?
Well, if you want to count it, I did 3.5 years. Then they let me out by mistake. You know what I'm saying? And I stayed out 5 months.
You're like, shoot, I ain't gonna tell them it's a mistake. Yeah, I mean, they might just not find out.
And then
I know that's right.
And had to do 6 years.
Dang, so a total of close to 10 years.
Nah.
That's a long time. Let's talk about that, because I'm the type of person that I guess because I'm a mother, I try to find the positive in every situation. Because guess what? You here to talk about it now.
Right.
You pushed through it. With that being said, you know, having to sit down for those 9 years, what positive would you say came from that for you? Let's find the positive in it.
It slowed me down. It learned me patience.
Yeah.
Humble and appreciate, you know what I'm saying, your freedom and the smaller things in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And family members, like missing family and being away, and sometimes you feel so lost to the world, like you feel dead to the world, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like a world in the world, so it's different.
Wondering if people actually thinking about you when you in there.
Yeah, so it kind of made it I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know
Did you lose loved ones during that time?
Loved ones, friends.
Friends.
You know what I'm saying? You'll find out who real and who fake. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely.
Yeah.
And ain't nothing to do it but do it.
That's right.
You know what you're getting into. You know what you're into. So you got to sell everything will come with it.
That's right. Yeah. And I think those type of experiences also, like you said, it humbles you, but it also teaches you going forward as a man or as a woman or whoever, that we have to learn to be more proactive.
Facts.
Think about the moves you're about to make and how it's going to affect you and everybody around you.
Everybody around you.
Yeah.
And, it teaches you how to observe. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You can see things before it come, and life is just, you know, it's like it's chess.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? And so prison can make you or break you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some people get worse. Some people like it. Some people, you know what I'm saying, for real.
I don't know. I couldn't survive in there.
The things I seen in there, you know what I'm saying?
Dang.
It's crazy.
But listen, bro, I commend you that you pushed through it and you came out, and you're probably a better person now. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
And you're not using that as an excuse not to get to where you want to go.
Right.
Did you do music before you went to prison?
Yeah, I did.
So during your time when you was in there, you probably did a whole lot of writing, right?
Whole lot of writing.
How many songs did you write? Like 800,000?
Oh my God. Hundreds and hundreds. I just had notepad full.
So did you ever?
And I know them all on the dome.
For real?
For real.
Okay, so let's pause there for a second. I know you wrote a lot of songs. What would you say, out of all those songs that you wrote, which one like stands out to you the most? Which one means the most to you?
A lot of them do. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of them do. I can't lie. Cause the one to my mama.
Okay.
The one about the story. I don't know, it's a lot. It's a lot of them.
Did you ever release any of them once you got out? You recorded them and released them?
Some is on Apple.
Okay. So they came to you during a time when you had a lot of emotion.
Right.
So those records, if we listen to them, are probably very heartfelt.
Right. They give you kind of like a Ride Wave, Kevin Gates, Yellow Peas type of vibe. That's what people always say.
Since you've been out, the music that you're now putting out, is it kind of still on the same page, or is it a little different?
A little different.
Yeah. Are you writing your music still, or do you just get in the studio and do your thing?
Get in the studio and punch in.
Yeah. I think that's where a lot of the most organic music comes from. I'm not opposed to artists writing, because some people are very creative with that. But I think if you have the ability just to get in there and go, like you said, punch in, man, like that's where some of the most organic records come from.
Thanks. But you can't beat writing either now. Take your time and write it.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
Nah, for real. Yeah. So talk to me about the tats on your face. Give me the details behind them.
A lot of it is about, I don't put nothing on me that don't mean nothing.
Of course, and that's why I asked, because I know it means.
I got Ro, my brother, we used to call him Ro. I got Respect.
Okay.
With the music notes. I got OHF. I just signed that Empire Others Records and Showbiz.
Congratulations.
So I got LMF Empire. I got my own label.
No, that's right.
I believe in voodoo. So this is the spirit Chango.
We had I had YK the General here, and he's got a record out right now called Voodoo. Like, he brought his whole stick with him and everything, and it almost fell, so I grabbed it. He's like, "You're not supposed to touch that." I said, "But I was keeping it from touching the ground."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I got my babies in the car.
No, that's dope, man. Like, I think it's important in life. We have to figure out what makes sense for us. It's not about what other people think you should be doing or believing in. Mm-hmm. It's about what works for you.
That's a fact.
Mentally, physically, spiritually, financially.
Definitely.
What's best for you?
Well, voodoo is not, I don't consider that like a religion. That's a spiritual.
Yeah, absolutely.
It been here. You praying to your ancestors, saints, angels.
A lot of people aren't in tune with that because they don't believe. Right. Like, I start talking deep sometimes and people look at me like I'm crazy because we were all here in a previous life multiple times.
Thanks.
I was you before and you were me.
Right.
Slick. People think I'm weird or crazy when I start talking about that, but we were all here in a previous life and we all had spirit guides as well. So it's like, we could have a whole nother conversation. We could do a podcast just about that.
Yeah.
Slick. So right now you're working with Showbiz under a management deal? Or like some marketing and promotion type situation? All the above?
Also DJ Alamo,
That's
Waleed
my
Coyote.
dog, man. Shout out to DJ Alamo.
Waleed Coyote.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we working.
So let's talk about that because I want you to really break this down for the people who tune in and watch this, because there's a lot of artists out there who find an excuse. They swear people are hating on them because they're not tapping in with them. And it's not always hate. Maybe they're just not resonate with what you're doing, or maybe as an artist, you just don't have the motion. You had to sit down for 9 years and you out here having motion, like a lot of motion, right? What's keeping you motivated? Like, what's pushing you to continue to go get it?
My spirits, my Godfather, Papa Joe. Shout out to Papa Joe. He keep me motivated. My family, my kids, my mama. You know what I'm saying? My friends, everybody. Also, like I said, I took my L's in this, coming up in this industry, and you know what I'm saying? And I got my distribution deal.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's sweet with me. I can't complain.
Nah, for real, that's a big deal. Like, that's a celebration right there. That's a major accomplishment.
A lot of more royalties. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good. I can sign artists.
Yeah, I heard you mention you had your own label. Mm-hmm. So right now you've signed yourself.
Right.
I love that. I love that because technically you are a signed artist, but you have complete creative control over what you want to do because you're your own boss. Yeah, you got a distribution deal with somebody, but you're signed to yourself.
Right.
I love that.
I love it.
Talk to us about it. Like, what made you decide that you wanted to go the route of starting your own label and putting yourself in that position, as you should, and I'm glad that you did, but
I ain't never wanted to work for nobody.
I know that's right.
Ever in life.
I know
I'm
that's
lazy.
right.
And I can't accept nobody telling me what to do. I can't.
For real.
I'm a real light-skinned person. You know what I'm saying?
We open up the dictionary to light skin, and there he is. I see him.
What they say, call it pretty boy, whatever. I ain't no pretty boy, but I'm just saying I'm lazy, I'm fat.
But listen, though, you know what? I don't know you that well. I'm excited to get to know you and build a good business relationship with you. But you out here working. Don't call yourself lazy.
True.
Don't do that.
I mean, well, I said that what I mean by like working in a factory or working in
Oh, no, none of us want to do that.
I'm not into that.
Period.
And I watch my peoples do that. That's what I'm saying. So I'm speaking from that standpoint of where I come from.
We would be lazy if we had to work for someone else.
Yeah, I'm going to be lazy for working for someone else.
Because we're going to give them the bare minimum. Right. We ain't giving them all of our good energy.
Because I'm not going to, why would I make them rich? And I want to be rich too.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I believe in myself. I stay consistent. That's where I'm at now.
So are you in the process of putting other artists in the label, or do you have other artists? Is he a part of your label situation?
Yes.
That's dope.
Also my brothers. I got a lot of brothers, you know, where the ones that's working, you know. But the other ones when they ready.
Yeah.
The door's open whenever you ready.
Let's talk about that because they may see this, right? I'm hoping that they see it. What would make them ready? Is it something that they have to be ready mentally? Does the work ethic have to be there? Like, break that down for us.
Well, some people just content and stuck in their ways.
Yeah.
They might want different, but they don't know how to go about doing different because they just stuck in that zone. You got to get out that zone. You got to be willing to leave the nest. You know what I'm saying? You got to fly. Got to get out here and network. Got to get out here and do stuff. You got to be moving.
Bro, I love that.
That's why we stand for M3, stand for money, maintain motion. You got to be moving in motion.
I know that's right. And you are right, man. Like, one of my biggest complaints about other people, and I don't let people bother me like that, is the fact that, like you just said, people get so stuck in their ways. With what we do, even though you are an artist, I'm a content creator and a radio personality, we're still in the same business, right? We have to be able to adapt to every type of environment because you're going to deal with so many types of people.
That's a fact.
And I've had people that I grew up with who don't understand what I do. They'll watch my interviews and they don't understand the conversations I have because I like to get deep. And I'm like, because this is my passion. You're not going to get it. We're not on the same path.
That's true.
It's because they're stuck in their ways.
Yeah.
They don't want to open their mind up.
They can't see what you see because you done crossed over. You on a whole nother, you in tune.
Facts.
They still sleep.
That's right. We woke.
We woke.
Let's talk
about that's not being disrespectful. That's
no,
not saying
it's not.
Bad.
No, it's just stating a fact.
Anybody can wake up when they're ready to wake up.
Facts. And that's why I wanted to elaborate on that a little bit because not everyone is going to be meant to come along on your journey with you. And that's cool. It ain't no shade. We still love y'all, but you just can't stand next to us in business.
Fact.
You know, I'm sure you've had to cut some people off along the way. I definitely have. You know, not everybody's going to come with you.
It's just a way of dealing with people now.
Yeah.
You know, you got to deal with them at a certain extent, but a lot of stuff I had to cut out. A lot of people I had to cut. Yeah, of course. Definitely.
You got to do what's best for you. So right now, we almost midway through 2022. What are we going to see from you for the rest of the year?
Consistency. You're going to see more music. You're going to see improvement. You're going to see me moving a lot. You're going to hear me. You're going to see me.
They're going to feel you.
They're going to feel me. They're going to feel me.
Put your chest out. Tell them what time it is. You know what I'm saying? King Kong ain't got nothing on him.
Thanks.
That's the way we got to feel. We got to feel that confidence, not in a cocky way, but you got to just feel that confidence. You got to make people feel you.
Right.
Period. You walk into a room and they're going to feel your presence.
Right.
Without you even saying anything.
That's true.
Because it radiates.
Well, people always, like, you know, grasp it to me, like, because I'm a good person. So
yeah.
I give off good energy. And I also want to give back, too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like giving back. I like giving to people. You know what I'm saying?
That makes you feel
I like
good.
seeing everybody win.
So we're going to talk about that because this is one of the most things I like to talk about throughout these conversations is your passion is music, right?
Yes.
You love this. We love this.
Most definitely.
But your passion is leading you to your purpose in life, and that's to help other people.
Right.
Which is, that's rewarding right there. That makes you feel good knowing that you could help another human being do better. Even though you came from a situation where you didn't have a lot growing up.
That's true.
You found a way. You doing your thing.
Like, a lot of people can't believe, you know, I was the one that did it. You know, even my peoples be calling me like, what was you? It was you all along. Like,
yeah.
I was like, yeah, people really didn't believe in me. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
But I believed in me. That's all that matters.
And that's all that matters at the end of the day, because eventually people are going to get on board. Sometimes it's too late, you know, but they're going to eventually come around. And I, what I've learned too is some of the people that are there and leave, they always try to come back because they see you got motion. They see you moving. They see you doing big deals. They want a part of that.
Yeah.
But like, bro, where was you at during the process of that?
Facts.
Let's talk about your process in your journey, because we all go through struggles. You went through a situation. You had to sit down for a minute, but let's talk musically. Mm-hmm. Since you've been out, it's been about 2 years now. So it's still fairly recent, but long enough to where you've experienced a few things, right? Mm-hmm. What's been the biggest like struggle or obstacle that you had to overcome within this music business?
Everybody seeing you as money and trying to use you for your money.
Yeah, that's definitely
trying to use you for your money and just scam you, not hold the end of the bargain.
There's a whole lot of that going on.
And then me, at times, wanted to go back to my old ways, but I stood fast and just kept quiet and kept going through it.
Yeah. Look, that's why I said early on in this conversation, keep doing that, because the way this system is set up, man, like I hate seeing so many young black men being put into a situation that they may not be able to get themselves out of no matter how much money they got.
Right. That's why we got to think.
Yeah.
Like we got to always, because even myself, you can get comfortable. Can't get comfortable. You got to know, like, you gotta stay on your toes. Even when you got money, you got to stay on your toes.
Facts.
Everything.
Because they watching. People watching.
Man, you got to watch out for everybody.
You heard what that DA said? She said, we love social media because y'all be telling on yourselves. Basically, that's what she's saying. That's what they do. They go to social media, and some of these dummies out here are posting stuff that they could definitely put them behind the walls. Like, you got to think. Again, like I said earlier, learning to be more proactive rather than reactive.
Thanks.
So let's take it to the opposite.
I pray everything work out for the people.
I definitely do too.
Going through their situation.
Free my bro Lucci, man.
Free Lucci, free all of them.
Free all of them, but that's my personal partner, so it's like I got a place in my heart, man. And you know, everybody else too that just got caught up in a situation. Doesn't mean they're a bad person. They just got caught up in a bad situation. Right. You know, I'm proud of you, bro. You out here doing your thing, man.
Thank you.
Most definitely. We got to give people their flowers while they here.
Shout out to you.
Thank you. Listen,
it's an honor to meet you.
It was time for us to cross paths.
Thanks.
It's all about timing, right?
Right.
And I like having a conversation with you because I can get deep. Some people just be so surface. I'm like, nah, let's dive in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You should start your own podcast. I'm just saying.
I want to act. I want to do everything.
I think you should.
Act everything.
You should.
Trim down, get right.
No, because listen, you a handsome dude, man. Like I was admiring all that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hitting on you. I'm just saying, like, you know, giving props where props are due, right?
Thank you. You beautiful too.
I thank you. I appreciate that. You know, and it goes more than skin deep. I felt your energy as soon as you walked out. You had a smile on your face. I was like, okay, this is gonna be a whole vibe. Because some people, I ain't gonna lie, I've had some people sit in that seat next to me that I had to tell them to get out because they just were on an a-hole vibe, and I'm like, I can't get down like that because you about to rub that energy on me. We ain't doing all that. So shout out to you for having that good positive energy, and you brought some positive energy and vibes with you too. That matters. The people you surround yourself with.
Definitely, you got to, man. You got to surround yourself with love and the same people. Y'all got to be on the same page.
Thanks.
And you got to all want to see each other win.
That's right. Exactly. And that's rare because what I've learned along my journey is that sometimes it be the people with the same jersey on as you
That's praying on your downfall.
That's be praying on your downfall.
So you gotta watch that.
Yeah.
See, one thing about what I'm into, keep me knowing.
I know that's right.
Can't hide.
When is the visual dropping?
Which one?
You said you got a new. Is it Out the Mud?
Yeah, the visual drop in June.
Okay, so that's coming soon.
It's nice too.
You shot that out here in Atlanta?
No, I shot it in Roxborough, North Carolina, where I'm from.
Back home.
Back home.
That's dope. So it's gonna really. Does it really?
It's true. Everything that I said is real.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's really gonna bring us in, and you're pouring yourself into us through that visual.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's gonna paint a little picture just very in a quick 2 minutes.
Ever any thoughts of coming out here full time?
Definitely.
Yeah. I think you would do well out here.
I love Atlanta.
Yeah. Atlanta's so embracing.
I love Atlanta.
Me too. I'll tell you, like I moved out here in 2013, and shout out to Bigger Rankin and shout out to Rap Juggernaut. They was like my mentors and my OGs when I came into business like about 12 years ago. And they were the ones that told me, you got to move out to Atlanta. You know how Bigger talks. You got to move to Atlanta.
Shout out to Big and shout out to Juggernaut. I met both of them. They know me, so.
Facts. And those are my people. OGs. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's who really has taught me pretty much everything I know when I first started out in this business. So, man, come on to Atlanta.
All right, I'm gonna have
Make
to
that
come.
transition.
I'm gonna have to come.
You know what? Because this city has so much opportunity because there's so many entrepreneurs and business-minded people out here that there's, you're going to run into some, bad ones, but that's anywhere you go. But I think for the most part out here, people are so busy getting to it, they don't have time to focus on what the next person's doing. You know what I'm saying? So come on, we inviting you on out here.
Say no more.
Before we get out of here, there's 3 things we're going to do. We're going to do social media and everything. But right now, I just want you to take a second for anybody that may see this, watch it at some point in time, that's supporting you, showing you some love. What do you want to say to them?
I appreciate you. I love you. You know what I'm saying? I'm praying for you. And I wish you the best also.
Man, that's dope. There's a full project on the way?
Yeah, full project on the way.
When potentially, I know we probably ain't going to give out no dates yet, but when can we potentially anticipate that? Is it still in the works? Let me ask you that.
I'm trying to do it. No, it's not even in the works. I just got to do a judge. What's going to go on what,
That's what your partners help you do, right?
We're going to throw a little party. We're going to have a listening party. We're going to have people pick and put the album together, and I want to release it like around my birthday, July 12th.
Oh, okay. Oh, so coming up.
Yeah.
2 months from now.
Right.
That's what those listening parties
That's what I'm shooting for.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we won't hold you to it because sometimes things take a little longer. I get it. You don't ever want to rush the process.
I'll be everywhere.
Listen, I know. Yeah. I know you are.
Can't be still.
You had 2 people trying to have you come through here, so I know you be having motion. That's dope, man. But yeah, that's what it's all about, is keeping the people close to you, letting them help you decide, okay, how many songs are you going to put on the project? Have you figured that out yet?
At least 12.
Okay. So 30-something minutes. That's good. I think that's good. You don't ever want to give them too much.
Too much.
Make them still a little hungry so they want to come back for some more content.
Right.
Have you shot some visual? I know you got the Out the Mud visual dropping, but off of the other records on the project, have you shot more visuals for those that we can anticipate? Or they'll be coming too.
It's a lot coming soon. I got Out the Mud, I got Money Man, and I got High. And I want to do I got my voodoo song coming out.
That's dope.
With the video, but it's gonna be based like a real ceremony in the video.
That's hard. I don't think anybody's done that.
Yeah.
It's all about being innovative, right?
Right.
Doing stuff that nobody else has done, figuring out ways to stand out.
Showing them the purity of it. Like,
yeah,
people got this image of
Facts.
the wrong image.
Right.
Showing you what is really the purity of it. And why we do what we do.
Yeah.
You got to balance the good and the bad.
Absolutely.
It's good and bad in everything.
Of course. So period.
You just got to balance it. Gotta know how.
Yeah. And that, I mean, like you said, not everybody's going to understand it. And it's like, you just have to continue to do what's right for you.
Right.
You know, not everyone's going to believe in it, but that's okay.
That's true. I ain't trying to force nobody.
I know that's right. Not everybody going to like us, nor do we care, nor do we try.
Right.
We just keep doing us.
Right.
You know, and it's working for you, bro. Like, you really, in 2 years of being out, have probably done more than some people that's been in this business for 15 years. And that's no shade, but it's just facts. That's something to think about. You have to sit back and
sometimes
think about
I be moving so much, I don't never have time to think about what I'm doing.
But you make that time. You have to make time for yourself. Besides music, what do you like doing? Do you like being outside? You from the country, you're a country boy. You like being outside?
Riding 4-wheelers, dirt bikes, playing ball. I do it all. Still do the same thing. I ain't nothing changed. Play ball, play the game, do whatever.
Are you
goofy? I'm very goofy.
Oh, so if you was in film, you could play a comedy role.
Oh my God, I'm goofy. I had the back of your head hurting.
My cheeks be hurting when I laugh. That's dope though. But that, you know what? Do it.
I might have to do it.
No, do it.
Maybe I can lock with you and we can talk about how we can get this going.
No, definitely, because it's, in fact, Dirt over there, you see he got that Out on a Limb shirt on. One of the main media guys that I work with and an artist that I was managing just got done wrapping up that film. But shot for shot imagery, he did the Pastor Troy movie. He did the Hotlanta movie. He's done a few. So that's what he does. So I can definitely tap you in with him. On 2 levels. 1, if you want to get behind the lens and act. And 2, there's a lot of money in getting your music in film too.
Right. So I would like to do both.
Yeah, absolutely. I got you. Most definitely. And those guys, they're a blessing. They're like a breath of fresh air to work with. Just like these guys right here too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all about networking, meeting the right people.
Right.
Putting yourself in a position. Facts. Big facts. So album is on the way. New visuals on the way. More marketing, more promo, more shows, more interviews. All that. So
more drip.
You got plenty of that.
Yeah, more drip coming.
Have you done the interview with the progress report with Lala? She's got the skipping class and the progress report.
No,
I'm gonna make sure I connect you. She's dope. She's got a great platform out here in Atlanta. Like, there's a few. Like, have you done Off the Porch yet?
I've supposed to been doing Off the Porch. Actually, I've supposed to been done Off the Porch.
So that one, Trapping from the Basement with Bigger.
Yeah,
gotta get that in line.
Gotta get bigger.
Yeah, and he does podcast interviews too. So you can do the Trapping from the Basement.
Make a song while I'm down there. You know?
Get him to host it for you. Listen, Bigger be having them legendaries. Yeah, no, for real. It's so crazy because I be listening to some of his intros. I'm like, damn, that sound like it hurt. Because he be like, dog. I'm like, that don't hurt your throat? Talking like that, but it just sounds so legendary. Yeah. You know? Before we get up out of here, there's 3 things we always got to do, man. Number 1, tell everybody where they can follow you and keep up with you.
You can follow me _Big M3 Voodoo on IG. Big M3 Faulkner on Facebook, and I'm on every platform, so you look me up on everything. You know what I'm saying? Show love, support.
You got a clean version for your record, right?
Yeah.
I need that.
Yeah, I got the clean version. And we got the dirty too.
Okay, I got the dirty version. I need the clean version.
Okay. Because
as I mentioned earlier on, Saturday and Sunday night, I'm on 99.1 FM here in Atlanta, and I do a segment at 9 o'clock called Indie Shine at 9, where I play like independent music for about 30 minutes. Make sure I get that clean version.
Oh yeah,
so
it's lit too.
Yeah,
you gonna like it.
I heard the dirty version, so I you know, the clean version.
So you did.
Yeah, I was listening to it before you got here. Okay. Showbiz sent it. It's fire. We gonna listen to it in just a minute. You dig? Second thing we got to do before we get up out of here, you know. Like I said earlier, I think it's always important for us to give people their flowers, show them love, whether they still here or not. Who do you want to shout out to?
I want to shout out to Papa Joe. I want to shout out to my family. I want to shout out to Alamo. I want to shout out to Showbiz, Deal. I want to shout out to Wale, Coyote. I want to shout out to my man Tank and my cousin Drew. They be riding with me, going there. Well, I want to shout out to the securities. I want to shout out to everybody that support me and love me, man. And I'm gonna keep moving and working.
That's what it's all about. Staying consistent.
Right.
In order for us to see results in anything,
staying consistent and staying hot, staying relevant.
Nah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta not just doing it and then not hot. You gotta stay hot. You gotta get better. Talent
is definitely still key, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Some people think because they got a big bag, yeah, that is a part of it. But the talent got to be there too. People got to resonate with what you're actually doing.
Right.
Big facts. Last but not least, and this is going to be the most important question of the whole night. You ready? We live on the industry's most wanted podcast. So I got to know, man, what makes you the industry's most wanted?
Because I'm me. I'm different. You know, I ain't trying to be nobody else. I walk my walk. I do my thing. You know, and I got a good style, so a good sound. So I think they're gonna like me.
They are going to like you. Claim that. Yeah. Y'all gonna love me. Let's say it together. Y'all gonna love me. Come on.
Y'all gonna love me.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna instill all them positive affirmations.
They gonna love me.
When you get up every day, if you're not already doing this, something that I want you to incorporate into your daily is speaking positive affirmations. You're in tune.
Oh, I definitely do that.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Definitely. I spoke all this.
Yeah.
I just spoke everything so far.
And sometimes it takes a little while for it to come through.
Right.
Oh, but it's going to come through.
Definitely.
You just got to keep putting it out there, speaking it on the daily, reminding yourself every day of how dope you are.
You got this.
Facts. Exactly. We up out of here, y'all.
We